Good morning. Well, today, something completely different. And I tell you what, I'm feeling a little bit out of my depth. Normally when I make videos, I've got a structure, an issue, something I'm investigating. Well, not today. Today, I'm just going to vlog my day, and whatever happens, happens. I hope it's good. Let's do this thing. Something else that's new for today is normally I avoid public transport like the plague. But today I've got some work in the city that I need to do, and parking's a nightmare. So I'm catching the bus, but I'm about one corner away, and you know that anxious feeling where you think you hear the bus and you don't want to be the guy that misses it just by a second? Well, that's me. So I'm going to put in some legwork just to make sure I don't miss it. See that? That was a trick bus. Just as I got to that corner, that bus came down. Luckily, it wasn't mine. All right, what do I do? Do I stand in line? I'm off the bus and I didn't get a seat. In fact, I spent the whole trip jammed under some bloke's armpit, which reminded me why I don't like public transport. But I'm in the city. Beautiful morning in Melbourne. It's fresh but sunny. I don't get into the city very often because I work from home, but when I do, I love it. It's alive. And I think about all the people who have walked these streets before me and the deals that they've done, the things they've achieved. You know, as I aim for my own path, got an exciting day today. Can't wait to reveal to you guys what I'm doing. This magnificent building here is me today. It's the Emily McPherson building at RMIT, and some of you may not know that I'm a facilitator for RMIT's International Business School, and that means I get to teach people, corporates, government executives from all over the world the latest story structures and video strategies for online. So for the next 3 hours, I'm in there talking to about 25 Vietnamese government officials, no interpreter. And by the way, I can't speak Vietnamese, so I can't even say Vietnamese. Vietnamese. What? Did I get that right? Oh, I better get that right. Anyway, I'm in there doing work, and it's going to be fun. If there were some clouds in the sky, I'd give you a time lapse. How about I just give you a time lapse anyway? Yeah, give you a time lapse. This is me. I'm teaching in there all day. Good morning. How are you? Very good. Well, that's the first time that I've used a gender neutral toilet. Let me tell you, it wasn't that much different to a normal toilet. I reckon the women are the losers though, because men's toilets are ultimately disgusting very often. Anyway, that's it. Class dismissed. Time to go find an interview with an expert that I've been lining up for a few weeks. Man, this day, look at this weather. Melbourne's on the turn. Summer. Enjoy. So now I've got to go into this building just in here and do an interview with a guy whose job is to hunt and disprove fake news. But that's a video for another time. I've got some time in the city. It's a beautiful day. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a creaky tour. See if I can teach you a few things about the beautiful city of Melbourne. Where to go first? Tour stop number 1. This building right here. You may know it as the former police headquarters in Melbourne in Russell Street. Now what's famous about this building is it was the scene of a chaotic bomb blast in the 80s, and it killed a young constable by the name of Angela Taylor.
Russell Street was thrown into a scene of mass panic by the blast. The first explosion went off just before 1 o'clock when a car blew up outside the police headquarters.
The car was parked about where that white Ford Falcon is, and the bomb went off. Angela Taylor was walking out for her lunch break just at the time, and sadly she died. Now what's incredible about this is now apartments, but until they renovated it, the bomb was so devastating that the car absolutely blew to bits, and one of the tyres hit the front of the building about halfway up. And what you used to be able to see for many years afterwards was the skid of the tyre on the front of the building. I think that wheel, it was reported, was found 500 metres away, another block over. But it left its mark on the front of the building. It was incredible, and something that Melbourne will never forget. I apologise if it's a bit windy. Now just across the road from the police headquarters I just showed you is this building. It's Melbourne's old Magistrates Court. And I tell you what, there's been plenty of bad eggs in there, including an old mate of mine, Chopper Read. It's here in this court where he took a magistrate hostage holding a shotgun to his head. He jumped into the court, jumped into where the magistrate was sitting and took him hostage, holding a sawn-off shotgun to his head. Now the mainstream media reported that Chopper Read did it in order demanding that his old mate be released. But Chopper later told me that he did it because he felt safer inside prison than outside prison. He's gone to God now, and I suppose with Chopper, one thing we'll never know is what the real truth was. Right? This is the side of where it's happened, and whenever I drive past, I always think of it. Thanks, idiot, for honking your horn. Okay, so I'm about halfway through my day of vlogging, and I suppose it's a good time to assess how I think I'm going. Well, to be honest, I think I'm going terribly. I don't know how anyone could find what I've been doing today entertaining at all. And I get in little panic modes because I don't have that structure or that narrative that I'm used to following. So for me, it's quite strange. There's a freedom of, well, there's no pressure to find anything, but then there's also the panic of what happens if you don't find anything. So I hope you're finding this entertaining. To be honest, I'm scratching my head. So let's see what the rest of the day brings. I'm done in the city now. I was going to go get a bit of a snack, get ready to get on the bus, and hopefully I won't be stuck under someone else's armpit, because that was less than ideal. It really was. I'll see you in a minute. Say hello to Ben and all his schmetterlings. I really don't know who I'm kidding. I'm here looking at all these donuts. I love cinnamon donuts, but the problem is I'm on a no sugar, no carb diet, and well, that's pretty much what donuts are made of, sugar and carbs. So I'm tapping out, no snack. Let's hit the bus, get back to the leafy east. I am. I'm home, 4 o'clock. It gives me enough time to work out what I'm going to do this afternoon. Maybe go for a ride, I think. Need to burn a few kgs so I can eat more donuts or get back onto donuts. Let's see what happens. Alright, well, it's been about a week since I recorded that vlog video, and after that last piece to camera, I don't know what happened. I got home and I just fell out of love with it. I was struggling so much with what is the point of this video, who wants to watch it, and I really convinced myself that, you know, it wasn't going to be any good. I was asking myself, you know, this is the worst video I've ever made. And to be honest, it took me until yesterday to actually even look at the footage. And when I looked at the footage, I thought, well, you know what, it actually didn't turn out that bad. But then I realised that if I was going to cut it as a vlog, I don't have an ending. Not that that's a massive issue, but I thought, well, what's the lesson? What can I learn? And that's really why I'm doing this piece right now. At its absolute worst, at least there's something to learn from that video for me. And the first thing I've learned that is that if you're going to shoot on your iPhone, even if it's the X and it's got a little bit of a stabilizer lens, if you're going to be shooting on your phone, make sure you use a stabilizer, because some of that footage that I shot was, you know, it was almost like inducing seasickness. So use a stabilizer. The second lesson that I came across is I've come to realize that I'm not my audience. Okay, I'm not making these videos for me to watch. Sure, there has to be a level of pride and acceptance and happiness around the content that you create, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one watching it, you guys are. So you guys are ultimately the judge. And then I think the third lesson is that all the algorithms on social media really do measure you based on watch time. And if we're gonna boil this whole game down to watch time, then essentially what that is saying is that something is better than nothing. And if no one actually gets to the end of my video, because I know it's long, if you actually never get to see this bit, at least if you watched something, that's a bonus for my channel as I try and grow it. And you know, right now I need every minute I can get, so I might as well put something out rather than nothing. And I think these are all lessons that all of us as creators can learn from. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got something out of it. Let me know in the comments if you want me to be creating any more of these vlog style videos. Looking back at it and looking at the finished cut product, I actually don't think it's too bad. You just got to shut that scary brain out and follow your heart. So let your heart beat your head, and you know, let's just keep learning together. Peace.